I've just seen one of the most offensive things that I've ever seen on YouTube. I can't believe stuff like this is getting posted. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but it really makes me question where we are at in the world. I just ran into a bunch of reaction videos to stand up comedy bits. Like people are starting to do this. They're starting to record their reactions to even like strings of jokes on a TV show. And in my head, I'm like, you're missing the point. You're not supposed to be watching stand up comedy and thinking the whole time, how am I going to react to this? You're supposed to just sit there and enjoy and let the reaction happen. And I don't know if it's because we're monetizing reactions that people are starting to believe that their reactions are so important that they sit down with the premise of, okay, I'm about to react to things, so let me make sure that I get my reactions in order. You're ruining the experience by hoping to react. Like, calm down. Let something just exist. Let something just happen. I can't believe that people are doing this. It's offensive to me. It's one of the most offensive things that I can think of that is happening on YouTube today and yesterday and whenever these got posted on YouTube. One of the most offensive things happening on YouTube is what I'm saying, okay? It's a shame. You're supposed to watch the entire performance and then go back and say, oh, but I really love this part. You can't do that with movies. Just watch a scene and be like, well, that was that. I'm just going to react off of this scene, and that's just going to be my basis on whatever this is. You're ruining it. You're ruining your own experiences. Stop trying to figure out your reactions before you have them. Have the moment. Have the experience, and then figure out the reaction later. React to it. That's the whole fun of being able to react. That's one of the perks of being a human, is that we get to react to things, not that we think about our reactions. And I don't even want to know what your reaction to this was. I don't even care, okay? Because I know you're already thinking like, oh, really? That's the most offensive thing that you've seen on YouTube today? You're trying to figure out. Yes, it is. Yes, that's my personal reaction. And I saw some of the videos. I've seen some reaction videos. They're very boring, honestly. You know, you watch it because you're like, oh, I like this song. I want to see how this person likes this song. And most of the time they like it. And, you know, I guess it's that whole idea of like, oh, I showed somebody a song and they're enjoying it too. But honestly, most of the time I'm just screaming at the screen. Listen to the whole thing. You're missing the point. You're missing what they wrote. You're missing what they're doing. You're missing the fun of it because you're trying to gauge each moment as oh, well, let me see this reaction. And I don't know anybody who is that in tune with their reactions. If you are somebody that can react and immediately be able to dissect your own reaction right after that, you're broken. Like, you're not being your real you, all right? Be the real you, okay? Genuine reactions only. I completely forgot to mention what upsets me the most about reaction videos is that after somebody reacts to a video, they ask for suggestions typically. And then the people in the comments will always pick like the hardest thing to react to. It's like I was watching this one guy, I think it was called The Metal Dude Listens to Rap, right? And people, you know, said, hey, listen to Eminem. And he's like, well, I had never given rap a chance before. Let me try it out. And so he listened and he was really picking it apart and enjoying it. And then, okay, he put some suggestions below. And then all the suggestions were speed rap, completely missing the point of like hip hop itself. It's not just speed rap. Yes, that's an element, but you can't just suggest that. All you're doing is trying to see if the guy can keep up. Like, there's so many other songs in hip hop to be able to be like, react to this. You know, I mean, I can't come up with one right off the top. I know there was one that came out recently that has really been upsetting people, but honestly, I had no problem with it. I saw the video. My biggest takeaway was like, I knew that this guy wasn't for kids with the first song. You know, it's like, you guys thought he was for kids. I knew he wasn't for kids. He was talking about lean in it. But I can't even think of it. Anyway, yeah, the suggestions always upset me because people are not good at suggesting things. They just aren't. You know, I've traveled. to so many states, and I've asked people, I'm like, oh, what's a good thing to eat here? And they just tell me the same thing that they tell anybody that's come into their city. Oh, well, you need to go to this and that or whatever, a prank place. And in my head, I'm like, that's where you eat? Or are you just saying it because you're used to, oh, you've got to try Bill Miller barbecue. Do I got to try Bill Miller barbecue? Do I got to try it? Or can you just give me a good place to eat at, like Guajillos, all right? Nobody has ever suggested that. I had to get that suggestion from somebody else, you know? The old Bill Miller barbecue, you gotta eat there. It's like, no, you gotta eat at Guajillos, all right? And you won't even believe how good that restaurant is. I couldn't believe it, you know? It says that it's a little part of Mexico, and then I ate there. I was like, this place is delicious. I sat down, I ordered the food, not expecting anything, not thinking about my reaction towards it, ate it, and I was amazed. I was so amazed. I even told my mother about it, who, you know, she's eaten in real Mexico. And then we took her there. I took her there, and she was like, oh, this is great. I mean, this is just like eating in real Mexico, right? And we both had that reaction together. And now we go there every time I visit my mom. We go there as kind of a tradition thing, you know? And that's how you're supposed to enjoy things. You're supposed to sit down and not have an expectation and allow it to be presented to you. And then you enjoy it. And then afterwards, you're like, wow, that was great. I think I'm going to do that again. And then you do it again. Or you don't do it again. All right? Nobody's reactions are that important. Stop reacting to things, okay? Just stop. And I think I'm pretty done. Hey, if you guys like what you just saw, give me a like and a subscribe and leave in the comments below something that you want me to react to, because I can find a way to be upset about anything, even though I don't get upset about a lot. So when you know I'm upset, I'm upset.